From Peninsula TV studio in San Carlos, SBC Pacific Bell, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Wells Fargo present the Bay Area's hottest game show, Peninsula Quiz Kids. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome so much. Welcome to Quiz Kids, the show where speed, knowledge, and collaboration are the tools these kids need for a chance to win great prizes. We have two terrific teams for you today. Over here we have the Aragon Dons. And they are taking on the Serra Padres. And we're going to get started with our play right away with the collaboration round. Welcome, teams. I have here a series of questions. They're each worth 10 points. I'm going to ask you as a team your first question. First, I'll ask Aragon a question, then I'll ask Serra a question. We'll go back and forth through the round. Your team will have 10 seconds to collaborate, and then your captain, either Larry here or James here, will give me what you think is the correct answer. If you get it right, you score the points. If you don't get it right, the other team will have 5 seconds to collaborate and a chance to steal those points away from you. And we'll keep going until you hear the buzzer, okay? Good luck to both teams, and here is Aragon's first question. A new study says MMR shots don't cause autism. What 3 diseases have vaccines in a single MMR shot?
Measles, mumps, and rubella.
That is correct for 10 points. Serra. The convention that discusses compensation for lost baggage on international airplane travel is named for what capital city of Poland?
Warsaw.
Warsaw is correct. That's right. According to the Constitution, what crime can a person not be convicted of, quote, unless on the testimony of 2 witnesses to the same overt act or on confession in open court?
Treason. Or murder. Do you think it's treason?
Treason.
Treason is correct for 10. One sentence that uses all 26 letters of the alphabet is, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. In grammatical terms, which word in that sentence is the direct object? James.
The fox.
Nope, it's the dog. The fox is the subject, and I just messed up. I didn't give them a chance to steal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll work that out. We'll fix that up. We will. I was so excited. I've taught English before, and I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. We'll get to you. We'll get to you, I promise. Its 2000 sequel, 1,000 Country Roads, keeps its 2 main characters, Iowa housewife Francesca Johnson and traveling photographer Robert Kincaid, away from each other. Name this 1990s bestseller about their short-lived affair.
Frida.
That's not correct. I now turn and give this group a chance to steal. Hello.
Bridges of Madison County.
That is correct. They stole. A 2002 revival of the musical Oklahoma includes the song Lonely Room, cut from the movie version, which features what character who loses Lori and then gets stabbed to death?
We don't know.
You don't know. You can steal it.
I seriously don't know.
I think that's
Larry. Say?
Joe.
No, it's not. Did you say Joe?
Yeah.
It's Judd. Judd Fry. The floor creaks. The door. Oh, never mind. Ernie Els showed why he's a golfer and not a math teacher at the 2002 British Open when he shot a course record 29 for 9 holes and then said, if you keep that going, you could shoot 54. Actually, if he had kept that going, his score for 18 holes would have been what?
29 times 2, just try that.
58.
That is right, 58. They got it right. You can applaud. They're all still mad at me for not letting them steal. I'm so sorry. And you're all Serra people. I don't understand. All right. The Bronze Star, the Medal of Freedom, the Silver Star, or the Medal of Honor. Which of these was first issued in 1862 to heroes of the Civil War?
The Medal of Honor.
That is right, for 10. This daughter of the late Reverend John Whittier went to live with her aunt at age 11. Name this Eleanor Porter character famous for being glad about everything, even when she was hit by a car and was unable to walk.
Annie.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Pollyanna.
Pollyanna is right. For a Boy Scout, we have 1 minute left. For a Boy Scout to earn the Cycling Merit Badge, he must do 2 10-mile bike rides, 2 15-mile rides, 2 25-mile rides, and a 50-mile ride. How many miles is that in total?
110.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal it.
Can you repeat the question?
No, I can't. Not over this. I'm sorry.
150, 225s, 215s, and 210s, or 2s. Just
Harry.
260.
No, 150. I think Mary almost had that or had that. But it is your question. In July 2002, a mid-air crash between a Russian jet and a cargo plane left debris all around this body of water called the Bodensee in German. Give the English name for this lake bordered by Germany, Switzerland, and Austria.
Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Lake Lucerne.
Nope, it's Lake Constance. More than 90% of people who catch it now survive the respiratory paralysis it causes. What bacterial disease had its purified toxin approved by the FDA in 2002 as a wrinkle smoother?
Wait, could you repeat the question?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Botulism?
You got it, botulism. We were looking for the disease, and I know you were worried, concerned. You got the right thing. Right now we show the scores. Aragon 30, Serra 50 points. And while my producers try and figure out how to fix my big mistake from earlier on, I will meet the teams. Aragon, Larry Wang, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine, good. Okay, we'll get to the hard questions right now. You're a junior.
Yes, I am.
You are, and I understand that you are a member of the robotics team.
Yes, I am.
Cool. Now, robotics starts in late winter, like January or midwinter.
That's when the actual first competition starts.
So what are you all doing to prepare for that now?
We're making a practice robot.
A practice robot. Now, we were talking about this, and I understand that your practice robot is made of wood rather than metal, which is an odd thing. Why is that?
It's due to budget constraints. We're making it out of wood to save money for the actual competition.
Wow. So you're going to obviously make your real robot out of metal. And are you going to? How are you going to? Do you need to raise the funds to do that, or?
Yes, we've been asking local companies for support, and we're hoping to get some responses. Good.
Well, I hope that people watch this and listen to your pleas for support. You get all the money you need to take part in that. Nathaniel Horton, welcome.
Hello.
I know you're also on the robotics team as well, but you do a lot of other things as well. You're on the varsity cross country team.
Yes.
How'd you do this year?
We won the league championships for PAO.
Congratulations, that's wonderful. And in a minute, you're going to come on and be our face-off challenger in current events. And you had a really interesting explanation for why you're doing current events or why you've taken an interest in that. How did that come about for you?
Well, I've always been interested in history, and the current events, it's sort of like a history. It's kind of hard to tell when a current event becomes history. Is it when it gets into a school textbook? Or is it just when it gets in a magazine or something? And it's really interesting to see how history is evolving and where we're going in the world.
It's neat to see someone your age perceptive about, everything that we do today could become a part of history in the future too. And I know that when 9/11 happened, that was a kind of an inspiring thing for you as well. Good. Well, good luck to you in that. You also have a dog. What kind of dog?
A German Wirehair Pointer, not a very common breed, but he's a purebred.
And his name is?
Samson.
And you never cut his hair?
No. Kind of falls out.
Oh, it falls out. Oh, I wonder if that happened to the other Samson. Mary, I met you at when we practiced, and I never said your name correctly. And it's just one of those names that you think would be so easy, but I say it wrong. So I'm going to try.
Okay.
Tu.
No. Tio.
Tu.
Tio.
Tu.
That's enough.
Okay. You're president of the Tutor Club.
Yes, I just became president this year. We had our elections this fall.
Congratulations. And what does the Tutor Club do at Aragon?
We offer free tutoring services to anybody who needs it. They fill out a form, and we have a list of around 40 tutors, and we try to match up a tutee with a tutor, and they get help.
Now, how many tutees do you have right now?
More than we have tutors, so it would be highly appreciated if anybody could tutor somebody to join the Tutor Club.
So, Aragon students who are watching this now,
Join the Tutor Club.
Join the Tutor Club. You also play piano. How long have you been playing piano?
Well, I really started really young, but I wasn't mature enough to handle it, and I quit, and I started over, and I quit, and started over. And I recently started over seriously around last year or a year and a half ago, and in March, I'm going to take the level 6 merit certificate test.
That sounds wonderful. Congratulations. We neither of us knows what that really means, but we think that means you're really good.
Thanks.
Well, I bet you are. Let's give a big hand to their coach, Kevin Doyle. Serra High School, James Latimer.
Hi.
Hi. You're also a junior. Everyone's a junior here, I think, today, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's a busy year, but in addition to all your studies, I understand you have time to be one of the editors of the school paper.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay, I got that wrong.
I'm a writer for the paper, but I'm part of the editorial section.
Well, there you go.
All right.
So you give your opinion as if you were an editor.
Yeah, I'm pretty opinionated, so
Yes, in fact, I thought it would be fun to talk about some of the interesting editorials you've written, and as we discussed them, I realized none of them were appropriate for this show. So that's really exciting,
Okay.
to have that kind of controversy,
Okay.
going on. But also, you're a Boy Scout, which I think is so cute that you're a Boy Scout and, no, it is, you're a Boy Scout and you do these interesting editorials that we can't discuss.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Are we kind of piquing everyone's interest? You're into reading.
Yeah.
And you read an interesting book recently, Indefensible Weapons. What was that about?
It's called Indefensible Weapons: A Case Against Nuclearism, and it talks about the psychological impact on humans of nuclear weapons, of possessing them, and how like building them up to like have like mutual and sure destruction just increases that, and just it's sort of talking about like possibilities for nuclear disarmament.
Wow. We've come a long way from duck and cover, haven't we? That 40 years ago, we all thought simply if you just get under your desk, the nuclear weapon won't hurt you.
Yeah, but
Wow.
who doesn't think that's true?
Yeah, it's probably not true anymore. Justin Alley.
Hello.
Hey, Justin, how are you?
Fine.
You're a busy guy, too. You're part of an interesting club called the Canyons and Canvas Club. What do they do?
It's a kind of like an art club, but on wheels. We've only really taken one trip so far, but we have plans to go to other places, like Pillar Point, and we're collecting art from students. It's art in the form of paintings or sketches or in poetry or whichever. And that's going to be
Nice.
collected into a book, which we're going to sell or at least try.
No wonder you're going to be our face-off in the arts in a minute. Also, you're going to be taking a really interesting and fascinating trip next spring.
Yeah, actually next spring, myself and a group of students are going down to Pinon, Arizona, to a Navajo reservation. And last year, a group of students had gone to the same reservation, and they were actually asked back, which is kind of a rare thing. But this time, we're turning it into a fairly large project. On December 15th, we're having a large 20-foot truck come to our school. We're going to fill that with cans and toys and other supplies and take that down there.
That's great. So it's going to be this winter, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, good luck to you. That sounds very worthwhile. Michael Harkin.
Hi.
Hey, Michael. You're part of Sarah's Trivia Club.
I am.
Has that helped you get ready for?
Oh, sure, yeah, we've done plenty of activities throughout the year.
Yeah, well, you do a lot of things for Trivia Club. It isn't just sitting around. I know you do the Millard Fillmore event in
Right,
the
yeah,
winter.
that's in February. It's
Right.
a lot of fun, a big
And-
long weekend of trivia madness.
And what else do you do?
In that club?
In that club.
Well, we have lunchtime trivia contests throughout the year. We coordinate a trivia contest for middle schools once a year. And,
Wow, they'll all grow up to be future quiz kids.
well, let's hope so.
You also write for arts and entertainment section of your newspaper.
Right.
And mostly music.
Yeah, that's the past 2 issues anyway. That's what they've been oriented towards. I write a column on kind of underground bands just to get them in the spotlight to Serra students and what they should be listening to, and
Great. Well, good. You can influence their taste.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Let's give a big
Ideas,
hand.
anyway.
Yeah. Let's give a big hand to their coach, Mr. Keith Stapleton. And let's give a big hand to my coach, our mighty judge, Mr. Frank Sabodi. We will be right back with round 2, but first let's look at this wonderful video about Aragon High School. Welcome back. Our contestants are in place, and it's time for us to play the face-off round. Nathaniel, current event questions right here. They're all worth 10 points. Justin, your arts questions are also worth 10 points. I'll ask you your question. If you give me the answer, you get the points. That's how we play. You ready to go? Shake hands. Good luck to both of you. What state was long represented in the U.S. Senate by Jesse Helms until he recently retired? North Carolina. A female entertainer named Okuni first performed it in 1603, but men have played all the roles for the last 300 years. What form of Japanese theater uses singing, dancing, and makeup?
Keisha.
We're looking for kabuki. Nathaniel, Mir Amal Qazi was recently executed 9 years after he murdered 2 people outside what federal agency's Virginia headquarters? The CIA. In what classic movie does Marlon Brando's character tell his brother, "I could have been a contender"?
Godfather.
On the Waterfront. You had the right actor, though. And it was a terrible impression. I'm sorry. Yeah. Listen to the critic. It was the #1 paperback on the New York Times bestseller list earlier this year. Name this collection of poems by 11-year-old muscular dystrophy sufferer Maddie Stepanek, or Stepanek.
Immobile.
Journey Through Heart Songs. His stunning professional debut came in 1943 when he took Bruno Walter's place conducting the New York Philharmonic with no rehearsal whatsoever. What American conductor's compositions included Chichester Psalms and West Side Story?
Aaron Copland.
Leonard Bernstein. And we see the end, and we show Sarah's still at 50, Aragon at 30. Tough question. Shake, comes up. We will see the points moving faster when the points are doubled in just a moment. But first, let's look at this video about Serra High School. Okay, guys, thank you.
Since 1944, Junipero Serra has been San Mateo County's Catholic high school for young men. We're a college preparatory reflecting the cultural richness of the local community. The Junipero Serra mission is to develop the unique gifts and talents of each student and to foster gospel values in an environment of academic excellence and mutual respect.
My favorite thing about Serra is pretty much the atmosphere you have here. The friends you make here are pretty much your friends for life. It's an experience that you're never going to be able to forget. The teachers here, they're not only the teachers, but they're also your close friends. You can pretty much tell them anything and go to them for whatever you need. And it's nothing but positive reinforcement here, and it's really good.
All right, welcome back, and here we go. It's time for the final round, the lightning round. Teams, the point values are doubled, and the buzzers in front of you are there for a reason. Put your hands by them. I'm going to ask a question. The first person to buzz in gets the first chance to answer for their team. If you answer correctly, you score 20 points. If you answer incorrectly, the other team will have 7 seconds to collaborate, and your captain should give me the answer you feel will steal those points. If you buzz in before I finish reading the question, I will stop, and you'll have to answer given what I've given you. If you get it wrong, I will complete the question for the other team before they answer. All right? Good luck. It's a close game. Here we go. First question. What president was praised as bringing America into the 20th century by his last vice president, Harry Truman? Yes, Nathaniel.
Oh, Roosevelt.
Yes, it was Roosevelt. Correct. Next question. What classic novel begins with the death of the pirate Billy Bones at the Admiral? Yes, James.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island is correct. What letter of the Greek alphabet generally denotes frictional coefficient? Yes, Mary, it's mu. What Midwestern city is nicknamed the Windy City? Yes, James.
Chicago.
Chicago. That Toddlin town, California's Bodega Bay, was the setting. Yes, that's incorrect.
Oh.
Was the setting for the 1963 movie The Birds, directed by what Englishman who also directed Psycho?
Hitchcock.
Good evening. Yes, 20 points. What Norwegian artist lived for more than 50 years after his 1893 painting The Scream? Yes, Justin. Munch. Munch.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get the points though. What city, once the home of the Utah Jazz, is now the home of the former Charlotte Hornets? Yes,
Lake
James.
City?
Salt Lake is incorrect. You can steal it.
Fresh Lake City?
That was so close, but it's New Orleans. Next question. The 1494 Treaty of Tordesillas divided all non-Christian lands between what? Yes,
Spain
Mary.
and Portugal.
Spain and Portugal is right. What Italian diplomat dedicated his book to Lorenzo de' Medici and called it The Prince?
Machiavelli.
That's right, James. What is the sum of the 3 angles of a triangle? Yes, Nathaniel.
180 degrees.
180. That is right. What type of tropical grassland sounds like a city in Georgia? Yes, Nathaniel.
Savannah.
A savanna. What pop star's new restaurant, Nyla? Yes, Mary.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. Michael just wants to mention he knows Britney Spears as well, yes. What woman who said in a 1965 speech, "I fell in love with the children and then got used to the father," was played by Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music? Yes, Larry.
Maria.
I need more than that.
Maria von Tramp. Von Tramp.
That's the Rocky Horror version, but I will accept Maria von Trapp. Yes, we will. The judge said yes, so I'm going. Maria von Trapp is Saturday night. But you said Maria von Trapp is, yes, okay, we're giving that to you. What horse lost the 2002 Belmont Stakes while trying to win horse racing's Triple Crown? Nathaniel?
Warrior?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Cigar.
No, that was close. War Emblem. Next question. What British ship was sunk by a German U-boat in... Yes, Justin.
Lusitania.
That is correct. We have a minute to go. Lenny Small and George Milton are the migrant... Yes, Larry.
Of Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men. What Scotch inventor was living in Ontario, Canada when he developed the Yes, Michael.
Jack Daniels?
No. No, wait. It's their turn. When he developed the telephone.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell. Sipping on a Jack Daniels. What state contains the Craters of the Moon National Monument? Yes, James.
Florida.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Texas. Arizona.
Arizona.
No, it's Idaho. What actor donated the profits from his 2002 memoir, Lucky Man, to his foundation for Parkinson's disease? Yes, Mary.
J. Fox?
That's right, Michael J. Fox. And we look at the score, we see Aragon won, Sarah 150, but with 250, Aragon wins the game. I may have been a mushmouth today, but it doesn't stop me from saying that both teams played very well. Gentlemen, you were wonderful. I'm sorry that you did not win. I wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors, especially that trip to the Navajo Reservation. That sounds exciting, Justin. You all played very well indeed, and you will be back to play another team in just a few weeks' time. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, and I look forward to seeing you all soon when you come back and watch me on Quiz Kids. Bye-bye.
This year's champions will be winging their way to Europe for an all-expenses-paid adventure to some of the world's most historic sites, courtesy of ACIS. We wish to thank The Chronicle for their continued support of Peninsula Quiz Kids. Mr. Friedman's wardrobe provided courtesy of Sartori of San Carlos. The producers of Peninsula Quiz Kids wish to thank the following: Molly Stone's Markets, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry of Burlingame, Target, The Tea Party, Jamba Juice, Klutz Publishing, Century Theaters, Silver Terrace Nursery, AEIS, Ronald Bland, Samtrans, and the San Mateo County Office of Education.